Good morning and welcome to BOTB HQ, Parsons Green, South West London. My name is Christian Williams, presenter here at BOTB. We're here this morning to judge the Dream Car competition and the Lifestyle competition running from the 25th of February to the 3rd of March 2019. Just before I hand over to Charlotte, huge congratulations to both of our winners last week. In the Dream Car competition, picking up a brand new BMW M2 competition was Hwak Hashmi, and in our Lifestyle competition, Elliot Knight winning a fantastic holiday to Barbados. I'm now going to hand over to Charlotte Houston from Onside Law, who will oversee the proceedings this morning.
My name's Charlotte Houston from Onside Law, and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditors, Wilkins Kennedy. I'd now like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a ball out of the hat to determine their seating position. Mr. Peter Georgiou.
Hello, my name's Peter Georgiou. I am an AFA football referee, mentor, tutor and observer. And I'm number 6.
Thank you very much. Mr. Matt Cannon.
Good morning. My name is Matt Cannon. I'm senior county referee and active footballer. I have number 5.
Thank you. Mr. Alan Goma.
Good morning, Charlotte.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Alain Goma. I'm an ex-professional footballer. I've played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham. Number 4.
Mr. Hugh Gilroy.
Good morning, Charlotte.
Good morning.
Hi, my name's Hugh Gilroy, an active referee. The last game was Saturday. It's number 1.
Leo Donovan.
Hi Charlotte.
Hello.
Good morning, my name is Leo Donovan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having been with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient. Number 3.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Chad Chajiri.
Good morning, Charlotte.
Good morning.
My name is Chad Chowdhury. I'm an active referee and a referee's tutor. And I have number 2.
Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I'll ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your position. I'll then ask you all to come to a panel decision on the central screen. Okay, judges, I will now ask you to each individually justify your position, starting with Peter, please.
Mine's the Red Cross there. Quite interesting here. He may have headed the ball by looking at his neck tension there, and also he's frowning quite well as well. So what I've done is looked at his eye line there, and I do believe he's looking up in that direction there, especially with that particular eye. And then I've used this guy here in white, a general looking on scenario. So just gauging it, those two, that's where I put the centre of the ball.
Thank you very much. Leo, if you'd like to justify your position, please.
Yeah. Mine is the green cross. There's 2 players in shot. I think with this player, once again, I wasn't sure if he had headed it or he was just about to head it. I took a lot from his eye line there, because I think he's looking in that direction. And his body shape, so he's straining to get the ball. I think if he's just headed it, it will be a little bit away from him. And also, if the ball's coming into him, I think he's also sort of straining to reach it. And I took a little bit from this player's eyes, and I think he's looking in that direction.
Thank you very much. Hugh, if you'd like to justify your position, please.
Yep, mine's the blue cross here. I agree with Leo. I'm not quite sure if he's played it or is just about to, but he's definitely straining. So for me, it was that little bit closer to him based on that, the fact he was either about to or had just played it quite closely. So I took a lot from his eye line. His head shape for me was like that. Not a lot from this player in white, because I think he's just on looking. He's not looking. Didn't take loads from it, because I feel this player's the one who's played it or was about to.
Thank you very much. Matt, if you'd like to justify your position, please.
Mine's the orange cross. I actually believe this player has headed the ball, I think, with his neck muscles and the fact that his head sort of pointing forward, and a bit of a grimace that he's headed the ball. I don't think he's looking as high as some of my colleagues, but I think it's come straight off his forehead, and I think this player is looking at the ball as it's travelling away, and I put the centre of the ball where my orange cross is.
Thank you very much. Chad, if you'd like to justify your position, please.
Yes, mine is the grey cross here. I personally think that he's just headed the ball, I'm not really taking too much from this guy's eyes, and I think it's quite close to his head, so hence I put my grey cross there.
Thank you very much. Alan, if you'd like to justify your position, please.
Yes, my cross is the purple one. So two players in the shots. I think the player on the left has headed the ball. Look at the tension on his neck. It looks like a powerful header, probably a defensive header. Hence, you know, I think it's getting quite high. Looking at his eyes, you can see the whites, of his eye. I think, he's looking quite steep. And the player on the right hand side, I think he's in the background, but I think he's looking towards this direction. Therefore, I thought the center of the ball was there.
Thank you very much. Judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen. For your reference, the larger white cross is a calculated average of the individual 6 selections.
Okay, guys, we're all pretty spread. You out to the left, I'm sort of out to the right and low. Chad, you're low, and Peter, you're furthest out. Is that correct? Do you know what? Look at his eyes.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was looking so high. That's all. I just,
Yeah, I just took a lot from his one eye that we could see.
Yeah, it's the one eye.
Part of it for me is because I thought he'd headed the ball, and I think that would be in the direction of where his forehead's thing. So I can understand other people don't think he's headed the ball.
Can I just ask you to take my one out and see how it moves? That's the grey one.
Yeah.
Do you know it's better?
I think it works slightly better.
I think that works better, don't you?
I think he's looking quite stiff. When you look at his eye, you can see the white down there at the bottom of his eye. So
and that goes much more nearer the other 5, doesn't it? So
I think it's definitely higher.
It's a bit higher, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, looking at all the other ones, I think it could well be higher. I mean, I just assumed he just headed it, but I could bounce to the superior wisdom of the other 5 people.
And there's 4 that are higher, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, if I take mine out, it looks like to my mind it goes too high.
Yeah, I think so. I think take mine out, and I think that's a better average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to put some lines through the?
And but the other player, because you've got to take his eyes into account.
Yeah.
It is somewhere there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just thought he was looking that way. I just didn't,
So did I, but
I mean, the 3 of us are that way, but.
Like I say, he's much in the background, so it's quite difficult.
I mean, if we go to Hughes, do you think he's looking that way?
I didn't take a lot from him at all. I think he's on looking, and I agree with Peter, he's in the background. For me, it was more from this eye.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think the player in white's looking that way, but then I don't think the player in blue's looking that low.
But wouldn't he not be looking? He's got to be looking at something. He's got to be looking.
But
He's looking in the general area.
But if you look at it, he's looking in the general area where that ball is, rather than actually looking at. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But it could be looking at the ball, couldn't it?
Why if we take the blue one out?
Well, it would go to the right, wouldn't it? But
See, I don't think
I
that
don't
works.
agree with
Can you look at his eye, the player in blue?
Goes lower,
player in.
Yeah, player in blue. Yeah. See, for me, that's steep.
Yeah, put Hughes back in. Because you've also got to consider where Leo's gone to as well. Takes it further to over.
Okay.
So you're happy that you're happy to be out, Chad?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is everybody happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, judges. The coordinates selected are 1694992. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform BOTB. That concludes the judging process. Thank you.